I think transitioning to a different country is always difficult, has its own challenges, and the obvious ones
Yeah.
being language barriers, culture barriers, and just making that necessary adjustment. And yeah, I was 10 years old when I moved over from a different part of the world, but I do remember it very clearly because I moved over and
Yeah.
I didn't speak a word of English. I had to learn English from scratch going into school, and English is my third language. So I had to really get adjusted and develop that
Mm,
skill on top of everything else, and speaking a different language at home and speaking a second language with most of my friends because there are different dialects and languages in those regions, and having to get adjusted, having to learn the language, having to get acquainted with the culture and the norms here, and all of that is definitely a transition, is definitely difficult, and it takes some time to get fully adjusted to. But that being said, what I've learned
yeah.
over time, and that's exactly why I have this behind me right here, pressure is a privilege, right?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
revisit that. What I've learned over time is it's a huge advantage. And if I could go back 10 out of 10 times, I would have that advantage. I would rather not be born here. I'm just being frank. That's my opinion. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Of course, it comes with my bias and me coming from a different part of the world. Maybe if I was born here, I'd say something different. I'm not sure. But from my current perspective and where I sit, I would have it the same way 10 out of 10 times. And I'll tell you why. The first thing is perspective. The
Mm,
perspective that I have, most other people don't have. The perspective that you have from your background, most other people don't have that. Perspective is huge, and you just having that perspective is such an advantage that you may not realize right now, but it will show later. And I think that perspective leads to a higher drive, a better work ethic, more appreciation and gratitude for what you do have and the results you do generate. That's why I always say I'm always grateful and never satisfied. It's a funny
mm,
dichotomy, and I feel great with it, and I wouldn't change that or have it any other way. I'm always grateful every day, every moment. I'm never complaining, and never ever in my life. I'm never complaining. I'm always optimistic long term. I'm always super grateful, but at the same time, I don't ever think about my accomplishments or achievements. Or I've talked about this before a couple times on some calls. You might have heard me say this. Somebody asked me about how proud I am, or if I've stopped and if I'm proud of everything I've accomplished so far. And I almost got not offended, but bothered by that question because it's not even a thought. It's not even a consideration for me. Proud of what? There's a lot more to
yeah.
be done and a very
Yeah.
short time to do it. Right. So for me, it's
Yeah.
all about growth. It's all about the consistent progress and evolution and getting better. It's not even a thought. I don't look back. I don't compare myself to anybody. I don't stop and celebrate my wins. I continue to move forward. I'm always
Yeah.
grateful and always happy, but I'm never
Yeah.
satisfied. And I think
Yeah.
that is because of
Yeah.
the perspective where I realize I've been given this opportunity, whether you want to
Mhm.
call it God or universe or luck or nature or whatever you want to call it. It doesn't matter. I don't care. And then the second thing is being able to speak different languages, understand different cultures allows you to really build relationships with a variety of people,
All
really
right.
help a variety of people, really understand where your customers, your prospects are coming from. If they're
Mhm.
from different cultures, if they come from different types of families, if you're, speaking with people, I believe it really helps you build deeper relationships. It really helps you build
Yeah.
rapport quicker. It helps you identify different types of individuals and personality types quicker. It's just a skill. It's just an advantage. So my point is, all things considered, it's very difficult to transition and move countries and learn new languages and new cultures and get adjusted. But once
Yeah.
you do, it becomes a very high level inherent advantage that I would not trade for anything else.